Hi, I'm Taina, and I'm going on a journey to find out how we're linked to the people across the world by the choices we make and the things we buy, as well as finding out what life is like for the people who grow our food. I once heard a teacher tell us this Martin Luther King saying, "Before you finish eating your breakfast in the morning, you've depended on more than half the world." So you could have bananas from Colombia, nuts from Senegal, and orange juice from South Africa. I've never really thought much about where my food and clothes come from. I mean, it's just always been there, readily available in shops. I love hot chocolate. So do all my friends. I don't know anyone who doesn't like it. And it's not just hot chocolate that cocoa is used for. It's used to make many things, such as chocolate bars, ice cream, cakes, moisturizer, shower gel, and soap. But how do you get hot chocolate from a cocoa bean? To find out how hot chocolate is made, I'm heading to the Dominican Republic, an island in the Caribbean where cocoa beans are farmed. The Dominican Republic has about 10 million people living here. The average temperature is 26 degrees and 78.8 Fahrenheit. Its main language is Spanish.
Hola! Hola! Hola!
Basilio works for Conocado, a Fairtrade cooperative of cocoa farms. A cooperative is where lots of farmers join together to help each other out.
Welcome to the Dominican Republic and Conocado. It's a pleasure to have you here. I would like to give a little present to you before we start. It's a cocoa bean. Come with me so I can show you around.
The first place Basilio took me to was a cocoa farm in Los Brazos, which is part of Conocado.
So this is where it all begins. Can you tell me a bit about what happens here?
Ok, Tina, aquí estamos en una planta.
We are in the cocoa farm, and I will explain how we grow our cocoa.
Cuando la mazorca de cacao está
When the cocoa pod is ripe, it is this color, and it means we can cut it from the tree. We separate the good ones from the bad ones and cut the good ones with a machete to get the cocoa beans inside, ready for the fermentation process.
listo para la fermentación.
Can I have a go?
Are you sure?
Entonces, mira cómo que se hace.
As you can see, this is the cocoa pulp inside the pod. A good pod has between 35 and 40 beans each. And it has a special smell. The better smell, the better fermentation is. And that's what makes chocolate taste so good.
It smells fruity.
Next, Basilio showed me where the contents of the cocoa pods are prepared to be fermented. Fermenting is really important. It's what gives the chocolate its flavor.
For the beans to be ready for fermentation, they need to be spread evenly. The reason why cocoa needs to be fermented is to improve the quality of it, by making sure the smell, the look, and the taste of it is right. To do that, we cover it with banana leaves, like this.
Tapa así.
We then went to the Conocado Drying Center, where fermentation can be done on a larger scale. This means farmers in the area can send their beans here rather than ferment them themselves and save time. This is one of the benefits of belonging to the cooperative.
Now we are in the fermentation center to show you the next stage of the cocoa bean. When we ferment the cocoa beans, it does a few things to them. It takes away any remaining pulp that may be stuck to the beans and kills any germs inside. There are 3 stages to fermenting the beans. At each stage, they are moved to a new wooden box to ferment. The fermentation makes the temperature rise, and that's when the beans start changing. Feel it if you like.
It's hot.
It's hot, right?
Muy caliente.
So after this, it's the drying process. Come and have a look. So to dry the beans, it's important to place them in containers with holes in, so the air can flow. It's also important to be able to move them around, to give color and flavor to the chocolate.
Wow, there's a lot of bags here.
Yes, we put the cocoa beans in a plastic bag with all the relevant information for selling of cocoa to different companies. This is what cocoa looks like when it is sold to different companies across the world.
Oh, it smells like chocolate. So how many bars of chocolate could you get out of one of these?
From one bag of cocoa beans, you can make roughly 700 large chocolate bars.
I found out that when they leave the Dominican Republic, the cocoa beans are shipped to factories in Europe where they are processed into 3 products: liquid chocolate, cocoa butter and cocoa powder. The cocoa powder is used to make my favourite drink, hot chocolate.
It's so amazing to see the process from start to finish of chocolate. It's so cool because I never even thought that much work went into it. This cocoa bean could be in my chocolate bar, my Lush product, or even in Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I didn't realise how much effort went into making all the food that we buy in the shops.
It's easy to just see a shiny wrapper in the shops and not think too much about how it got to you. I know I need to think differently.